All right, here we go. Everyone, lock in, lock in. Obviously, battle pass skins we're looking at, obviously.
Nomad squad, there are more coalition forces incoming. The village cannot fall. This fight is all or nothing.
Affirmative! Nomad squad on the move! Max empty! Need ammo! Not today.
It looked like he changed the fire rate with a like clicking the button. What? That gun sounds kind of crazy. What is that?
What's your status?
We're in position.
Oh, here comes the straw.
Time to shine. Another battle's kicked off at Doha. We need boots on the ground now.
They actually... Bro. They're actually still saying it's 2 new maps. This map looks good, bro. This map looks really good, actually. Okay, okay, I'm liking the color scheme.
All targets neutralized. Draugr moving out.
What in... Alright, so the Season 7 map is going to be called Haven. I actually really like that. I think that's a cool name for a map. It seems to be heavily inspired from Bad Company 2 Erica Harbor, and it has a similar setting as well. It takes place in the Atacama Desert, and overall the vibe for the maps line up pretty well. And the map seems to have good destruction, kind of that little intro there with the tank driving through the wall. I think a lot of these buildings will be destructible, so I think, you know, destruction on this map will play pretty well. The map colors also look really nice. Just, you know, the scenery with the background and the color of the buildings, everything just kind of flows really well, and I think it'll be a good addition to the game. This kind of urban combat with the way the map is laid out, this kind of door-to-door action. I think this looks very nice. It'll be, you know, heavily focused on infantry, but you still have the vehicles kind of moving through the roads, or maybe a helicopter flying above. I think this map has the potential to be one of the best maps in the game. And this map is not going to feature any jets. Like I said, it will be more infantry focused. But let me know if anybody knows the answer to this, if it's locked to 64 players, or will we be able to access 128 players on this map? That I don't know. Is it going to be kind of like Flashpoint, where you can kind of go between both? Or is it going to be like Reclaimed, where it's just locked down to 64 players? If anyone knows, please drop a comment below. It's easy to say that the map, you know, looks good just from the trailer, because the trailer team always does a pretty good job of, you know, making everything pop and showing the right parts and all that. But hopefully all these good features will translate to good actual gameplay. You know, I don't care if the map is pretty. Exposure was pretty, and that map doesn't really play that well. So hopefully it actually does play well, boots on the ground. But judging by the actual design of it, the buildings, the urban setting, I think we're looking pretty good for the Season 7 map. What about the guns? So unfortunately, we're only getting 3 weapons, which in my opinion is a major letdown. I shouldn't have built up my own expectations, but I figured since the season was longer, or a longer wait rather, that we would be coming in with, more content for this season, like maybe, 5 or 6 guns. I don't know. Is that crazy to ask for? Anyway, the weapons we are getting is the DFR Strife LMG, which we're actually not getting this at the first launch of Season 7. We have to wait about a month or so until 7.2. That's when we actually get that LMG, so that's kind of a letdown. But this LMG does look really cool. It's kind of like an AR LMG hybrid. It has belt-fed ammunition option. I don't know the specifics for the ammo, but something tells me the plus system will be very handy with this new LMG. It's just too bad we have to wait even longer to find out the specifics for this gun. But yeah, the specific ammo for this gun looks really cool. I think it'll be fun to play around with that. The AK-5C assault rifle, that's in the trailer. It has that really unique sound to it, and it's kind of like a greenish hint to the weapon, but I think this will be a really fun weapon to use, and I'm pretty excited about it. Seems to have nice balance of firepower and accuracy, good for close and mid-range combat. So, I mean, that's right up my alley, and I love playing it with assault rifles, so I think I'm very excited to get my hands on this weapon. And then we also have the Scorpion SMG. Versatile. It's apparently has some like special drum mag. I don't know any specifics on that, or it has some kind of like fire mode option. Again, I don't know the specifics, but we'll have to wait and see. Not really a big SMG guy ever since they nerfed the headshots, but I'm sure it'll be still fun to like grind the weapon challenge and the tier 1 skin for it. And then for the equipment, we've got the SRAW laser guided rocket, similar to a tow missile. Not quite sure why they're adding this, but I mean, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. This particular weapon, there's going to be a little bit of a skill cap to it. Not every little Timmy is going to be able to pick this up and just zook every chopper out of the sky. So I like weapons like this, though, because it rewards skill. It rewards you being pinpoint and accurate with this weapon, or maybe even getting a little bit lucky, but, we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I mean, there's no lock-ons to this. There's no just, like, brain-dead mechanics. Like, you have to actually line up the shot. You have to maneuver the missile around in certain unique ways, and I think there will be some really cool clips that come with this gadget, so I'm okay with it being added. All in all, the weapons look decent. My main complaint is there's just not enough of them. The LMG and the AR are definitely at the top of my list right now, and I'm looking forward to the respective tier 1 grinds. As for the SRAW, y'all probably see a lot of those clips on my shorts section where I attempt to jet zook every airplane in the sky. Oh, and for those of you kind of unsure about where you stand with Battlefield 2042, there is a free access period between March 21st and March 24th. So if you are maybe thinking about buying the game but you're not sure, that will be a good opportunity for you to kind of log on, check it out, and see if it's the right game for you. All right, so we've kind of covered some of the introductions, some of the news, the trailers, some of the good stuff, but this is going to kind of transition more into a little bit of a slight rant. So I'm sorry, bear with me. But we've had this build up, we've had this gap in between the seasons, and it's been a very long gap. And DICE has, in my opinion, been misleading us. They have been misleading us with this whole 2 map situation. And I was hyped, I was sold on it. I was like super hyped for 2 maps. And then I watched the trailer today, and it's not 2 maps. It's a new map and a rework. I cannot believe that DICE went this way with the marketing. It's almost, they're not lying, but it's almost slimy. I just don't like it at all. They build up all this hype. They finally brought more content to the table, but no, this is not new content. This map has been in Battlefield 2042 since launch back in November 2021. How do I know this? Well, because I was there, and I played inside the stadium for hundreds of hours. Granted, yes, they changed it a little bit. They, moved some of the stuff around. They probably added a couple little barrels and crates and stuff. But this is not a new map, and I just disappointed. I don't even know, what's the word? But also, let me be clear. I'm not upset that they brought back the stadium. Before all of you run to the comments and start roasting me, I'm not upset that they brought back the stadium. I think with the changes we saw in the trailer, it will make a nice infantry-focused map to throw in the rotation. I'm upset simply because they said we were getting 2 maps. Stadium is a rework, it's not a new map. Hourglass is just so poorly made, they had to rework it twice. I should have known better than to hype myself up for something that I know will just never come. DICE should have actually made 2 maps, then thrown the stadium map as a gift to the community. We fucking deserve that. People would have been in love if they did this, but no. Now we all have this sour taste in our mouths. Surely I can't be the only one who's pissed about 3 guns. I mean, 5 months and we can't even get 1 new vault weapon? This to me is inexcusable. We should be getting at least 5 new guns, and that doesn't even include the vault weapons. Honestly, I still don't understand why all the vault weapons aren't usable in all-out warfare to begin with. Balance them out so that they make sense in the 2042 setting, and port them over into the main game. There's such a small amount of content available, we shouldn't be limited on how we use it. I don't care that they added 1 vehicle or gadget, that's fine. We don't need the game overrun with gadgets and vehicles and explosives and blah, 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 specialists, blah, blah. I wish the specialists were all gone and we could just get back to focusing on the gunplay. That's what I care about. It's a shooter game after all. Speaking of, this visual recoil change they have planned for us will be very interesting. I'm here for the upgraded weapon sounds, but leave the visual clutter out of it. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it plays. Who knows? Maybe we'll all enjoy the change. At the end of the day, I understand complaining will do nothing to change the game whatsoever, but to me, it's really more about talking to all of you about these topics, hearing your feedback, and bouncing ideas off of each other. I think we all want the series to succeed, and that's where some of these complaints stem from. It's not because I'm a streamer and I always complain about everything. It's because I genuinely care about the future of this franchise and the community. That is going to wrap it up for me today. I hope that y'all enjoyed the Season 7 trailer and info. I will be uploading videos as soon as I can next week when the new season drops, but in the meantime, make sure you are following my Twitch. I'll be streaming the new season of the finals starting Thursday and all through the weekend. The finals is a nice change of pace from Battlefield, and I think this game has a lot to offer. Thank y'all again for watching. Please consider dropping a like and subscribing for more videos. Have a nice week, and I will see you next time.